What if I told you that claiming Social Security early could save you over $100,000 in lifetime taxes? Every calculator says that to delay until 70 for the bigger benefit, but here's what they're missing. Claiming early creates a tax arbitrage window that can save high net worth retirees 6 figures. If you're planning to delay Social Security without running the numbers, you need to see this. Hi, I'm Jay Fordione, president of Summit Retirement Solutions. For over 2 decades, I've been helping high net worth retirees and pre-retirees create purpose-driven retirement strategies. One thing I see constantly is people delaying Social Security because the calculator told them to, without considering their actual financial situation, their health, or their tax strategy. Today, I'm going to show you 3 specific situations where claiming Social Security early is the right move. Even when break-even calculators say to wait, if you find this valuable, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Here's what we're covering today. First, I'll show you when health and longevity concerns override the break-even math and why your family history matters more than government averages. Second, I'll explain the tax arbitrage opportunity that claiming early creates and how it can save you 6 figures in lifetime taxes. And third, I'll show you how claiming early can protect your portfolio from a sequence of return risk in early retirement. Reason number 1, health and longevity reality override break-even projections. Let me start with the most uncomfortable but most important fact: your actual life expectancy. Every Social Security calculator assumes you'll live to an average life expectancy, around 84 for men, 87 for women. But that's an average. Half of the people live longer, half live shorter, and if you have specific health concerns or family history of shortened lifespans, delaying Social Security to maximize a benefit you might not live to collect is a gamble, not a strategy. I worked with a couple recently where the husband had family history of heart disease, his father passed away at 68, his grandfather died at 71, his 2 uncles both in their early 70s, and he was 62, recently retired. Every calculator told him to delay Social Security until 70 to maximize his benefit. We ran the numbers. If he delayed to 70, his monthly benefit would be $4,800 instead of $2,700 at 62. That's $2,100 per month increase. Significant, but here's the problem. His break-even age was 81. If he didn't live past 81, he would have collected less total Social Security by waiting. Given his family history, we claimed at 62. He's been receiving benefits for 3 years now, and while nobody can predict the future, he has peace of mind knowing he's actually receiving the benefit he paid into for 40 years. Rather than gambling on making it to 81, here's a broader point. If you have significant health concerns, a family history of shortened lifespans, or you're in a high-stress profession that ages you faster than average, the delay to 70 advice doesn't apply to you. The break-even calculators are built on population averages. You are not living an average life. You're living your life. And claiming early means you actually get to use the money while you're healthy enough to enjoy it. If you're facing similar decisions, balancing your family's health history against what the calculators are telling you, let's talk through this specific situation. Click the link in the description to schedule a conversation. Reason number 2, the arbitrage through early claiming and Roth conversions. The second reason to claim early is one most people never consider: the tax arbitrage opportunity. Here's how it works. If you claim Social Security early and use that income to cover your living expenses, you can delay tapping your IRA and delay IRA withdrawals. In your early 60s, create a golden opportunity for Roth conversions at low tax rates before RMDs force you into higher brackets at 73. Let me show you a real scenario. I had a client age 63 with $1.8 million in traditional IRAs and $200,000 in taxable accounts. He was debating whether to claim Social Security at 63 or wait until 70. Every calculator said to wait. But here's what we discovered. If he delayed Social Security till 70, he needed to withdraw roughly $80,000 per year from his IRA to cover living expenses. That puts him in the 22% federal tax bracket. At that income level, he can do meaningful Roth conversions without pushing into the 24% bracket. But if he claimed Social Security at 63, receiving about $30,000 per year, he only needed to withdraw $50,000 from his IRA to cover his expenses. That lower withdrawal amount kept him in the 12% tax bracket, giving him room to convert an additional $50,000 per year to Roth at just 12%. Over 7 years, from age 63 to 70, he converted $350,000 to Roth, paying roughly $42,000 in taxes. That's a 12% tax rate on money that he would have been paying taxes at 22% or higher later through RMDs. And here's the kicker. When he turns 73 and RMDs kick in, his IRA balance is $350,000 smaller, his RMDs are lower, his Social Security gets taxed less. He avoids Medicare IRMAA surcharges. The tax savings compound. The net result, he'll save over $120,000 in lifetime taxes by claiming Social Security early and using the early claiming window to strategically do Roth conversions. This is tax arbitrage. You're trading a smaller Social Security benefit for a massive reduction in lifetime taxes. And for many high net worth retirees, that trade-off is worth it. Reason number 3, portfolio protection. The sequence of return risk, the third reason to claim early, is portfolio protection, especially if you're retiring in your early 60s. If you retire at 62 and delay Social Security to 70, you're forcing yourself to withdraw from your portfolio for 8 years to cover living expenses. And if the market drops 20% or 30% in year 1 or 2 of the retirement, what's called the sequence of return risk, you're locking in losses and depleting your portfolio at the worst possible time. Claiming Social Security at 62 reduces the amount you need to withdraw from your portfolio. And that reduction can be the difference between a portfolio that lasts 30 years and one that runs out in 20. I had a client retire in early 2022 with $2.2 million. The plan was to withdraw $90,000 per year from his portfolio to delay Social Security until 70. Then the market dropped 18%. That year, his portfolio fell to $1.8 million. Now he's withdrawing $90,000 from a smaller base, a higher percent of withdrawal rate. We pivoted. He claimed Social Security at age 64, which gave him $28,000 per year of income. Now he only needs to withdraw $62,000 from his portfolio instead of $90,000. That $28,000 reduction in annual portfolio withdrawals gave his investments room to recover without the pressure of forced higher withdrawals during a down market. The break-even math says wait until 70, but the sequence of return risk and the reality of retiring into a bear market made claiming early the right move. And here's the thing, you can't predict when the next bear market will hit, but if you're retiring in your early 60s and delaying Social Security, you're betting on portfolio can handle 8 years of withdrawals regardless of market conditions. That's a bet I wouldn't make. Now, here's where this gets interesting. The 3 reasons often work together. If you claim early for health reasons, you also unlock the tax arbitrage opportunity. If you claim early to protect your portfolio, you also reduce sequence of return risk. They're not competing strategies, they're complementary. But here's the tension. Every decision you make has a trade-off. Claiming early means permanently lower monthly benefit. You're giving up that $1,400 per month increase you'd be getting by waiting until 70. That's real money. The question is, does the tax saving, portfolio protection, and peace of mind outweigh the smaller monthly check? For many high net worth retirees, the answer is yes. For others, delaying still makes sense. This is why you can't rely on calculators. You need to run your actual numbers, your health, your tax situation, your portfolio, your goals, and make a decision based on your life, not an average. Here's the bottom line. The financial industry has trained everyone to believe that delaying Social Security to 70 is always the right move. But that advice is built on a population of averages, break-even math. That ignores taxes and the assumption that you'll live to 85 or beyond. For many retirees, especially those with health concerns, significant IRA balances or early retirement plans, claiming Social Security early is a smarter strategic move. It creates tax arbitrage opportunities, and it ensures that you actually receive the benefit while you're healthy enough to use it. This doesn't mean that you should claim at 62. It means you should make a decision based on your situation, your health, your tax bracket, your portfolio, and your goals, not what a break-even calculator tells you. The math is important, but the math doesn't know your life. And sometimes the right decision is to claim early, even when the math says otherwise. If you want a personalized help analyzation on your Social Security claiming decision, including break-even analysis, tax projections, and portfolio impact, let's connect. We'll review your health situation, your IRA balances, your income needs, and build a strategy that works for your life, not an average. Click the link in the description to schedule a conversation with me. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.